Adding different types of basically what we call cured hams, it's like prosciutto or Serrano, is really fun to a cheese plate. And there's a few different ways to do it that will not just taste good, but look good as well. We're going to show you how to roll, how to make little flowers, and just how to make a pretty pile of prosciutto. So let's start with our roll. To roll prosciutto, this is super simple. You know the trick. You're just gonna roll it up like you do any other thing. But what's nice about these is that they look so fancy. While I'm rolling these other two, just so you can see what they look like, what I want to say is like prosciutto is a really great thing to roll around things too. Prosciutto wrapped around cantaloupe is great. I'm not a big cantaloupe fan, but wrap prosciutto around it and I'm all over it. Also, really delicious breadsticks. If you have a favorite breadstick, prosciutto wrapped around the end of it and then stick all those breadsticks in a little jar. It makes the cutest little display on your cheese board. All right, so that's what rolling the prosciutto looks like. And it's super easy for your guests to take one off and have a bite. What we also want to look at is how to make little flowers out of our prosciutto. And these pieces I have today are sort of half cuts. And they're super thin. They're like, I can read the newspaper through them thin. They can be like this or a little thicker. When you get them from your cheesemonger or your deli, they're going to lay them out on deli paper. So they will slightly overlap usually. And you can cut them down in half if you want, or you can leave them long. If you left them long, you'd have longer roses. So I'm just going to fold them in half and I'm going to start at one end. It doesn't matter which one. And I'm going to roll it up in such a way that it looks like a little rose. And then I can take those and I can stack them around, pretty much any part of my cheese board. I would usually wait until I had my cheese feature on the board. And you're kind of closing it up a little more at the bottom. It's similar to a roll, but you're looking to get more of a flower shape there. And once you have a bunch of those together, you really do get that lovely little flower shape. And it's a great little bite to eat. Now, I just want to stop for a second. This is my fold, and you can make that part the top of your flower, or if you wanted to, you could flip it over and have the two cut edges be your flower. Or you could do a combination of both. You're going to get two different designs with each one. You know, it's not something to be afraid of. It's something to be eaten and have fun with. So we would tuck those all in and we can simply have our little prosciutto flowers. The simplest way to put prosciutto or a cured ham that's sliced thin onto your cheese board or charcuterie board is to build what I like to call the prosciutto pile. And why I like this is because, again, these are half pieces we have. Usually when you get a prosciutto, it's longer. We've cut them in half just for purposes today. But if you have your long piece, you just kind of want to let it go back and forth as you add it to your board. And now what I would do is if I was building my cheese board, I'd have a special part of the board set aside just for this. And it wouldn't matter how many pieces I had. I'm going to just stack these all on top, but I would have made a bigger pile. It's super easy for somebody to come in and grab it and they just get one piece. And it's not stuck together. You've sort of let there be air between it and it makes it pretty. And if I had a good 6, 7, 8 pieces of this, I would have this beautiful, like sort of airy pile. It looks different than everything else on the plate and really makes you want to jump in and try it. I hope that you will try one of our 3 ways, from our prosciutto pile to our little prosciutto rolls to our little prosciutto roses that you can tuck around a bowl on your board. Which form would you pick?